Ahoy, everybody! Hello, hello, and welcome to this little Pokemon Presents reaction stream. How's everything looking for those of you already in here? How are things looking? How are things sounding? Can you hear me okay? Can you see this okay? I'll do a quick little audio test as well by playing the trailer for this, so you can hear Pikachu's footsteps as as an audio test. Hey Aiden, hey KB. Welcome, welcome, guys. How are you guys doing today on this fine Thursday morning here for the Pokemon Presents? I, personally, am feeling pretty excited. I'm feeling pretty excited. Um, let's get a vibe check from you guys. All good in terms of audio? Alright, excellent. We're about 12 minutes out from the Presents, so I figure now's a good time to talk, thoughts, predictions, etc. heading into this. You're doing good, early but worth it for this? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I am where I'm at is I don't expect anything super huge, like no Gen 10 yet, right? I don't think we'll see Gen 10 yet. I think that's going to be saved for next year for Pokemon's 30th anniversary. I think that makes a lot of sense to wait on, especially with Legends Z to A this year. Seemingly indeed still this year. Um, I have to imagine anything else released alongside that this year won't be anything bigger than like a remake. It won't be a new generation of Pokemon. But we might see like Legends Arceus introduce a couple new Pokemon. So we might see like Legends Z to A introduce a new Pokemon. Legends Z to A was also launched, or Legends Arceus was also launched basically alongside Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So it wouldn't surprise me if the same year as Z to A, or within a year of Z to A here, we might also see some other remakes or something related to like Gen 5. There's been a lot of attention on Unova lately. Um like the most recent like Pokemon Go celebration was for Unova. So it's possible. It's possible that we might see something for Unova today. But I don't think we would get bigger than that. I don't think we're doing a whole new generation. Um but I think it'll still be a good exciting time. I imagine, we're gonna have the usual like for so okay, I believe it came out that this is about 20 minutes long. So, okay, you do first 2 or so minutes of a reminder. We love Pokemon. You get into the Dragonite animation that just came out yesterday. Maybe even like an English one. Um, maybe season 2 of Pokemon Concierge gets like a release date, a little teaser. Stuff going on in like the world, the multimedia world of Pokemon in terms of shows and all that. And then I think they go into TCG. So, that's maybe the first 5 minutes of the show covered, maybe 7 minutes. You do TCG for another 3 minutes, brings you to about the 10-minute mark. You do the mobile game roundup of like news and all the different mobile games. Maybe that covers another 3 or so minutes, bringing you 13 minutes. And then maybe they'll even reveal a new mobile game. There's been those rumors. Pioro seems to be active again, teasing there's something new here related to Synapse or codename Synapse or something. I don't know if it's a mobile game or a Switch game, but if whatever that is, maybe that gets shown off here, probably in between the mobile game block and Legends Z to A. So then you do your first like proper gameplay trailer for Legends Z to A. Maybe that brings us to, I don't know, 17, 18 minutes. And then you end, if you're not ending with Legends Z to A, you end with a teaser or like short like 1 minute thing for if there's any other big game coming out this year, whatever that is. That's what I anticipate the structure. Looking at, I just bumped my mic. Sorry about that. That's what I anticipate the structure. Unfortunately, these presents have become a little predictable. Yeah, that's why like I can kind of like tell the exact structure going off of past ones a little bit. Hey Andrew, hey Simpson, Mr. Cheesy Toad, welcome everybody, welcome. I'm honestly excited for this though. Like even though like I just broke it down and seemed kind of bored about it, I'm not. I'm actually looking forward to it. I think there'll be some good things here. I imagine the Pokemon Masters stuff that Aiden and I were talking about recently that leaked like music wise and things like that is probably going to be properly shown off here. So like the Neo Champion versions for Brendan and May, something new for N, things like that. Kind of nuts we didn't get any Pokemon Presents last summer. Kind of. Also, not really, because they weren't releasing anything in 2024. So usually a summer presents is to kind of give us a little more on that and maybe something releasing early this year. There wasn't anything. We also didn't have a Nintendo Direct in September or now in February, so clearly some things are changing up a little bit, I think. Simpson says 19 minutes, so 5 minutes Z to A, 14 minutes Scarlet 2, Violet 2, with all new Penny and Kieran stories. Okay, I would love a new Kieran story, though. I love Kieran. Kieran's one of my favorite Pokemon characters, so I would love to get more of him. Hey, Swiftjar, welcome. Pokemon indeed. There is about 5 to 6 minutes left until this gets to start up. And I'm very curious now how accurate my prediction's gonna be. Ultimately, I think it'll be a good year for Pokemon compared to last year because there wasn't really any release last year. But with Legends Z to A, I think it'll be good. Anything else they release on top of Z to A this year, I think will be good. And I don't think there'll be anything bigger. I think, again, Gen 10 will be next year, and that'll be their way of like one-upping this year. Now, KB also mentioned, wonder if there'll be any Pokemon games that'll be announced for the Switch too. Personally, I don't think so. I think Nintendo wants to fully control what gets announced for the Switch 2 at this time. I think it's possible that anything we see here or at a later Pokemon Presents will come to the Switch 2. At the very least, through backwards compatibility. But I don't think we're going to see a Switch 2 logo appear at all. I think we may find, oh, Legend Z to A is actually releasing after the Switch 2 is set to come out. And, oh, you know, it actually works even better. It plays better on the Switch 2. But that won't be something we see until closer to that. That's what I think, at least. Please, more Pokemon Z to A. I mean, yeah, Pokemon Legends Z to A was revealed a year ago to the day. And it was basically just a CG trailer. A teaser trailer. Didn't tell us anything about the game, really. I mean, I did like a little like analysis back then. A bunch of people have been theorizing and everything, but it's been a year of silence on that one. So I have to imagine today is going to be the first big blowout of info. You wouldn't hate a Yoshi and Pokemon crossover game? I mean, that'd be fantastic. I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. Build-A-Bear doing a Vaporeon. I think the Vaporeon's a rerun. I believe they've done most of the evolutions already, and I think they're just rerunning some of them. If Legends Z to A was an earlier release, we would have gotten a summer one. Yeah, if Legends Z to A was coming out by April, I think we would have seen something from it already. I think the fact that today's probably the first time we're really getting a look at it, I don't see that game coming out any earlier than like July. I just hope it's still 2025 though. I really hope so. It'll be a little disappointing if it's not, to be honest. Because that's quite a long time between it being announced to actually releasing, and I don't know. I typically like when Pokemon works on shorter marketing schedules. So the time period between it being announced to released is like within 1 year. I do prefer that. Okay, we're about 3 minutes out. Earliest you could see is a Switch 2 day 1 release, in which case they wouldn't say a date. Yeah, I could see that. Having a Pokemon game at the console launch That might be unprecedented. That might be unprecedented. I can't remember if any of the Nintendo handhelds had a Pokemon at launch. Maybe launch year, but I don't remember if any of them, like, launched with it. And that'd be a big deal. But even if it's not exclusive to the new console, I think having a Pokemon at launch will be huge. So you never really have that before. Remember the Evolutions little mini-series they did for the 25th anniversary? Yes, I imagine we're going to see something like that again for the 30th next year. I imagine we will. Wonder if they'll announce the final closing date of Pokemon Bank. Oh, maybe. They might do something with that, because... is that confirmed to close this year? Or is it just indefinite? It'll be up, but it will eventually close. Because I know everything else on the 3DS did not close down, but... if they close Bank, they would have to do some OG Pokemon Switch release to keep those games compatible with home. We could see them come to NSO. We could see that today. Although I kind of feel like they'll save that for next year and be like, look, 30th anniversary. We know what you want. You want to play the original Pokemon games, and now you can. So, let me back out of this. I might need to reload the stream, because it's just on the trailer. Yeah, there we go. It says premiere will begin shortly. Perfect, perfect. All right. So everyone's hype levels at? I'm at like 6, 7. I'm pleasantly excited, but I'm not like raring to go. You would love the older games on NSO. It just feels weird that they haven't done them, right? Like, at this point, like, why not? Pokemon Bank is just until they say, okay, I think Bank will stick around for a bit still then. We have Muzz Yoshi in the chat. Welcome, Muzz. Oh, gosh. That was really loud on my head. I was not ready for that. YouTube premiere jump scare. How's the audio on this, guys? Because I can promise you right now, the rest of the stream won't be this loud. It's gonna open with like really quiet main theme Pokemon music, an executive. Welcome to Pokemon Day, and it's gonna be like a little quiet. 7 or 8 hype level, keeping your expectations low. That's fair. That's fair. Saving all your hype for the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. True, that's about a month away. That one I'm at like an 8 or 9 for. Like, I'm very excited for that. We got about another month to go for that. But alright, here we go. Final few seconds until Pokemon Day really kicks off. You literally expect nothing? Understandable. It's safer that way, right? It's ultimately safer that way. A new Let's Go would be interesting. It's been quite a few years since the last one. Alright, here we are. So, this has to be about, like, Pokemon TV, right? He's so excited. Okay, no, that's just like a lengthy intro thing, okay. But maybe he was gonna be like, look, new Pokemon TV. Yep, here's Ishihara. Today, turning it up for you guys. Is Pokemon Day. Can you guys hear it okay?
The Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon.
All right, everybody, look at the plushies in the background. Doesn't mean anything.
It's been
Everyone always does that.
Since the birth of Pokemon, and we've reached this milestone through the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokemon each day in a variety of ways.
People do enjoy Pokemon every day in a variety of ways, which reminds me, I haven't done my Pokemon sleep today yet, so I have to do that after the stream.
Brighten your day-to-day lives with Pokemon. In today's broadcast, we'll be sharing all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles.
Newest titles?
Please enjoy the presentation.
Plural. There we go. Starting in Pokemon Concierge. I called this! I called this!
The Pokemon Resort on a tropical island. The story follows Haru, who who is still finding her feet as a new concierge, and Psyduck as they grow together through their interactions with the resort.
This was so good. I rewatched this a couple weeks ago. It's excellent.
Of Pokemon Concierge
September.
in production. They are slated for release in September 2025.
Okay.
What sort of Pokemon
Little louder?
will
Okay.
Psyduck welcome as guests next? Take a
go.
first look at a few of the Pokemon they will meet in this motion test footage.
Is that better?
Just look at the personality and how they move.
Oh, look at the...
But there's more. For a limited time, the first 4 episodes are available to watch on Pokemon's official
Yep.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, they
for
put these
free.
up a couple days
Please
ago.
Take this chance to watch them if you haven't been able to tune in to Pokemon Concierge yet.
Can
And
you
we
guys still
hope you
hear
look
me
forward to
over
the
it?
new
'Cause
episodes as well.
You still gotta make sure you can actually hear me over all this, but yeah. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. Next,
I like how the translator
we have a
started
number of
talking
other
before he did.
announcements to share with you.
Okay, so nothing else on shows, just
In
Concierge.
Pokemon Go, Pokemon
Now it's-
Go
now-
Tour
now we're
Unova
to mobile
Global
games,
will
okay.
take place on March 1st and March 2nd. This event
Pokemon
can
Go
be
Tour
enjoyed
Unova.
at no cost from anywhere in the world where Pokemon Go
Okay,
is available.
okay.
During the event, the legendary Pokemon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear in raid battles and elsewhere. Also, trainers will soon have a chance to encounter Victini and Shiny Meloetta.
And Shiny
we'll also
Meloetta.
share promo codes for everyone to enjoy. We hope you're looking forward to the new Season 2.
And then Urshifu. That's nothing to do with black and white. Oh, it's very snappy. They're... Aiden? we're... Oh, this is Masters. This is Masters. Yeah. Oh, the song's so good. Pokemon Masters, like, soundtrack was hard. Okay, now we're back to, Appleton Fruitalicious Jelly Soda. I might have to play Cafe Remix just for Appleton. Just for Appleton. No, I don't know. I'm not that big on this game, but Appleton's my boy. He's so cute. Okay, they're really speeding through the mobile game block, which is great, because I think it means they have a lot more to say in terms of the Switch games. So this is excellent, actually. Darkrai coming to Pokemon Sleep. He's somewhere behind me, yeah. Ooh. And Cresselia. And Muna. All coming to Sleep. Cresselia versus Darkrai coming soon. Okay. That should be cool. That should be cool. And now Pokemon Unite. They put out the trailer for this, like, last night. So, we actually knew about this. Suicune. Alolan Raichu. Alcremie. These are all the next Pokemon coming. Joining the fray in 2025. March 1st, April, and
Remote
soon.
Stadium will be returning to ranked matches. Enjoy intense battles in the unforgettable Remote Stadium. A new type of battle
didn't
is
know that was
also
gone.
arriving, called First to 500. In it, a new feature called Eos technology allows you to gain special effects
So,
when you
I'm
score a
not
certain
big on
number of
MOBA
points.
games in
Plus,
general,
look
like League of
forward to
Legends
an
and all that,
updated map.
but, like,
With
I have
updated
enjoyed
wild
Pokemon Unite.
The win
I don't
condition is simple.
play it a
Be the
ton, but
first to
whenever I,
score
like,
500
like
points.
once a year, I'll get into it for, like, a solid, like, week and a half to 2 weeks, and I'm just, like, having a blast with it during that time, and then I just immediately drop off again. So, those backgrounds, that, like, splash screen they keep going to, is it mostly Gen 5 Pokemon, or am I just really recognizing those silhouettes? Because I've seen, like, Zoroark, I've seen, like, quite a few, like, Gen 5 Pokemon in there, but there might be also a bunch of Gen 4. I don't know. I might be reading too much into that, but that splash screen feels a little too distinct, to me at least. A nice TCG mobile. Only mobile game you play regularly is a WWE one. Occasionally you play Pokemon Go. I'm not super big on mobile games personally, yeah. You saw Blaziken? Okay. Then yeah, then it's just general. Then it's just general. I think it's just the fact that it's like a grayscaled, kind of like a black and white look, is why my mind keeps thinking that. So no. Okay, yeah, I see like Gen 6 Pokemon in there and everything. Okay. Maybe that each time it transitions, it's a different gen, is what it is. Because that was like a lot of Gen 6 Pokemon in there. But I saw the entire Fennekin line in there just now, so okay. I always love how hard they go on the trailers for the TCG. I think that's like an understated thing with Pokemon. I think they have a lot of fun making the TCG trailers. Mega Lucario EX. Mega Gardevoir EX. Have there been no Mega Evolutions in the TCG? That's interesting. So I guess it makes sense to bring them back with Legends, where Legends Z to A is bringing back Mega
Allow
Evolution.
me to share some news about the Pokemon video games.
Now for video games. There's still like 10 minutes left, by the way. So they say they really went through.
We're
Scarlet Violet.
Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway.
Oh, that's cute. Seems like the book cover.
Along with a mass outbreak event and other in-game events to come.
Okay. Okay.
A mighty Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval will appear in a series
I'm good.
of Terra Raid battle events.
I'm glad to see they're still doing more with Scarlet and Violet, just to kind of keep it active still.
And even more Pokemon are planned to appear in the future.
Nice. A bunch of dragons.
We hope you continue to enjoy the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. Next, please have a look at this video.
Alright guys, here we go. Time to lock in. Please have a look at this video. Something live action. They're playing on their Game Boys. Link cables. Hold on, hold on. Are we going back to Gen 1? No, it's about battles. Oh, this might be the leaked game. Yeah, here we go. And then Stadium. It's the new battle sim that leaked, I think. Nobody linked up with their Pokemon games in a locker room. I'm sorry. No one did that. No one did that. Their Switches on their on a plane. Now outside on their phone. All right. I wonder if this would be phone and Switch. Oh, look at it. So I wonder if this would be phone and Switch, just like Unite is. Yep, phone and Switch. There you go. New battle sim like Pokemon Stadium. The sweat of the competition, the heat of battle, it gets you. Not representative of actual gameplay experience. You mean you can't get transported into the Pokemon world? What's the point? And Mega Evolution's here, okay. And oh, all the mechanics are here. Wait, Mega Evolution and Terras? That's crazy. Pokemon Champions. Now in development. Wow, no date. Okay, for Switch and mobile. That's cool. New battle sim? That's hype, honestly. That's pretty good. What is my favorite Nintendo franchise? Legend of Zelda.
First glimpse of a new title, Pokemon Champions.
Pokemon Champions. Oh, that's some good key
This
art.
title will be focused on the Pokemon battles you know and love from core
Okay,
Pokemon games.
that is a good key art, but it makes me think
Pokemon
of
Champions
Unite
will
at a
continue
glance.
the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world. But this time, we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before.
That's pretty good.
Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project.
Okay, so Game
while
Freak
development is being handled by the Pokemon Works.
I'm not
And
familiar
Pokemon Champions
with the
will be
Pokemon
coming
Works.
Not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to
Switch
mobile
family of
devices, too.
systems, yep.
You'll be able to choose how you want to play based on where you are.
I know they typically say that for like Switch Lite and
What's
OLED as
more,
well, but like,
you can also connect with Pokemon Home.
connect to Pokemon Home.
Thanks to this connectivity, you won't be limited to using Pokemon you can partner up with in Pokemon Champions. You'll be able to team up with Pokemon who joined
Yeah,
you on
that's
their adventures
nice.
in previous Pokemon games. We hope you're looking forward to battling Pokemon trainers from all corners of the world.
That's cool.
Stay tuned
That's cool.
for future announcements regarding the launch date of Pokemon Champions. Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokemon series games will be available in. Mr. Tomás Cortijo, please take it away.
Interesting.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon en la hermosa Ciudad de México. Soy Tomás Cortijo, director regional para Latinoamérica de The Pokémon Company International.
Okay, so we're
El día
getting
de hoy,
Pokemon in
estoy
more
muy feliz de
languages.
anunciarles que Pokémon Champions estará disponible en español
Oh, that's
latinoamericano
pretty big.
desde el día de su lanzamiento.
That's pretty big,
De
actually.
igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon ZA.
I got this is the first thing we learn about Legends Z to A.
Esto significa que de aquí en adelante habrá 10 idiomas disponibles para jugar.
That's cool.
Finalmente,
That's nice.
como ya anunciamos con anterioridad, las futuras expansiones del famoso juego de cartas coleccionables de Pokémon estarán también disponibles en español de Latinoamérica. Localizar productos como Leyendas Pokémon ZA al español latinoamericano permitirá que millones de
I like
nuevos
that.
fans
Pokemon getting
se
to be
unan a la comunidad
enjoyed
global de
by
Pokémon
many more
y se
people.
conecten con otros jugadores de formas nunca antes vistas. Como
That's
parte de The Pokémon Company Group, este es un claro ejemplo de nuestra misión de unir al mundo a través de Pokémon. Saber que los fans disfrutan aún más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local nos permite explorar nuevas
Yeah,
formas
that's how
para
people
deleitar a
get to
los
enjoy
jugadores
Pokemon
de
best,
diferentes
right?
regiones
So,
y mercados
that's cool.
como Latinoamérica. Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon, sin importar en qué parte del mundo
This
te
is,
encuentres.
to
Por lo que
most
no
people
puedo esperar
watching,
para
this is
unirme
going
a
to be
todos
like the
ustedes
low
en sus
point of the
próximas
presentation.
aventuras.
They're going to be like, we didn't need to spend
Nos
this
vemos
long on
pronto.
this. No, for fans in that region, this is
Here's the
big
latest
news, and I'm
update
sure they're
on
excited about
Pokemon
this.
Legends Z.
Finally. All right, I guess Pokemon Champions is the only new thing here beyond this. All right. Ooh, we're actually getting a look at in-game and gameplay this time. Here we go. Oh, I love how these trainer models look. They look kind of like the Let's Go models to me. I wonder if this was made by the Let's Go team. Actually, I think it is. I think the Let's Go team made the original Legends. All right, and there's our starters: Tepig, Totodile, and Chikorita. Interesting. Yeah, so we're within the city. We can encounter Pokemon throughout the city. You ever just need to get to the top of the buildings? Don't worry, you got handy teleporters for that. Oh, that's interesting. It's a pretty boy. With a Tepig. That's your rival then, I guess. Wait. Okay, yeah, so Legend-style battling solo, dodging attacks, and including during battles. Or, trainer battles. Alright, and here's Mega Evolutions. The visuals do look good. It looks more futuristic compared to... yeah, so Arceus was definitely set in the past, so this is set in, like, the present. Present day, like, Pokemon stuff. Hey, he's back! Okay, that's cool. AZ's back. That's exciting.
Pokemon Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokemon series.
ZA. Not
The
Z
story
to A,
takes place
it's
in
ZA.
Lumio City, the largest city in the Kalos region.
So this is probably
Prism
after
Tower stands tall at
X
the
and
center
Y
of
then,
the
yeah.
city
So
of
this is
beautiful
modern.
visuals.
Modern Kalos.
These days, Lumios is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to
Yep.
turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share.
Yeah, they're really expanding, making it big. Yep, so like I said in my
After
analysis,
you
yay,
arrive in
Chandelure!
Lumio City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know Lumio City and its inhabitants. Here are some of the colorful characters
Yeah, there's
you'll encounter.
AZ right in the middle. Oh, your rival changes,
When you arrive
probably.
in Lumios, you'll meet a new friend and ally.
Yeah.
Either Urbane or Tawny.
Urbane or Tawny?
The hotel
Okay.
where you'll be staying
God, look
is
how
run by
freaking
AZ.
tall he is!
You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumios's
I love how they
redevelopment
kept
is being
that.
managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO
Jet
Jet,
and Vinny.
her secretary Vinny. The
I
different
don't
people
trust
you
them.
meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer.
Actually, wait, that logo, that like kind of galaxy-looking logo that they had on.
To help people and Pokemon coexist,
Interesting.
the city has set up wild zones.
Wild zones.
These
So
areas,
parks.
located throughout Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive.
Man,
To
do you
catch
think
one
it would
of
be
these
good
wild
or bad
Pokemon,
for
aim
business
carefully.
if you have your
Then
cafe
throw a
and it's like,
Pokeball.
sorry guys, this is a designated wild zone. It's
If
like,
you're
well,
having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves
like,
to weaken the target.
do your
making it
insurance
easier
rates
to
go
catch.
through the roof because there's constantly Pokemon battles happening right outside?
This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or
Oh
different
wow,
areas
yeah,
of
look at
effect.
that.
So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand.
God, on a rooftop is kind of crazy.
Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks. Swap Pokemon if you need to and find the right moment to unleash a move. What's
Again,
more,
Battle Cafe.
certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution by undergoing
Here we go.
Mega Evolution.
Are we gonna see a new Mega? Are they
When
gonna
a
show a new
trainer's
Mega in this
Keystone
trailer?
resonates with the Mega Stone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor.
I have to imagine there's a lot more trainer battles in this game than there was in the original Legends Arceus.
As Lumiose continues
Since it's
its
more modern now.
transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon,
Dude, you call law
who
enforcement,
knows what kinds
darn
of
kids be
encounters
getting out of
and
hand on the
experiences
rooftops. Yeah,
will
really.
await you.
Oh no, you're gonna have to collect the Zygarde cells.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
Late
Coming
2025.
late 2025.
No more Nintendo Switch logo, though. No Switch 2 logo. So, late 2025. Oh. The Rotom phone? Wait, like Scarlet and Violet? This is a promotion match announcement. What was I supposed to take away from that last thing?
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025.
I don't know what I was supposed to take away from that last thing.
We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumiose City to begin. That concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
Alright. No one last things. That is indeed it. And our one last thing's Pikachu staring at the screen and saying goodbye. And there we go. Yeah, no black and white remake. Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. We honestly, we don't need one right now. Like, we really don't. I think the fact that they're focusing mostly on Legends ZA is a good thing. Or ZA. Yeah, I think they're saying late. So, I think it says late because we don't have a date for the Switch 2 yet. I think it's late because we don't have that yet. And I think this is still a Switch 1 game, but I think there's no release date yet for this because I think they're going to choose to release this when there's some sort of downtime after the Switch 2 launch. Because if rumors are true and like Switch 2 is launching and like early on getting like Mario Kart, 3D Mario, Breath of the Wild 4K and Switch Sports 2 and all, like, there needs to be downtime somewhere in there. So I have to imagine they'll want Pokemon to slot in when there is downtime from these other releases. Not that this is lesser than those, but I don't think they'll want this competing with the Switch 2 release. Maybe it'll have some sort of upgraded visuals on Switch 2, or yeah, like we don't know. All we do know is it's still confirmed for Switch 1. It backwards compatibility means it will work on Switch 2, but we only know that it's here with Switch 1 currently. So I'm gonna turn this down slightly and kind of leave it going while I talk a bit. But yeah, I would assume November, like most other because a lot of other Pokemon games, at least in the Switch era, have come out in November. I feel like it's gonna be in the fall, somewhere between September and November probably, but they just may not have the specifics because it might come down to what other releases Nintendo has in terms of like coming to for the holidays and things like that, right? So, I want to skip a little. Okay. No. Okay, AZ still being huge is hilarious. He's still here. He's still huge. I'm trying to find a very specific part. Okay. Why is this logo so familiar to me? Is that the logo for the... Not Team Galactic. What was it called in Legends Arceus? Was the like the Galactic Corporation or something like that? I think it's the Arceus team. I think I think it's the Galaxy Team logo. Which I thought the Galaxy Team would end up becoming Team Galactic, but I guess not. Yeah, Pokemon X and Y. Yeah, this is definitely years after. We have AZ back with his Floette, so I have to, and we saw like the Rotom phones and all that. So I think this is like current Pokemon. Like this is alongside like the adventure in Scarlet Violet kind of thing. Holiday release this year. Possibly, yeah. Masters is still the highlight for you, that's fair. So I wouldn't say this was a bad presents, right? Like I think Pokemon Champions, that's actually a pretty big deal. People love Pokemon Battle Sims. People love these things. And I think getting like this is basically Nintendo saying here's Pokemon Stadium 3. That's what this is. That's a huge deal. And I think that's gonna be really cool this year. I think Pokemon Championships is one of the big highlights in this because it's brand new. We only knew about it because of leaks, but I think it has the potential to be pretty big, especially since it has Terras and Megas. So you have elements from competitive Scarlet and Violet and elements coming back to the series with like Legends ZA. So there's a lot that you can do here. The fact that you have both of these coming head to head, like, could you Mega Evolve a Pokemon and Terra that Pokemon? If so, that's crazy. That's crazy if you could do that. So this Pokemon Champions, that's a huge deal. That's very, very big. More languages too could be huge and down depending on where you live. Yeah, I understand that announcement, and I think it was good that they did it. But I know most people are gonna be like, "That didn't need to be in the show. That's the lowest point in the whole presents." No, it was fine. It was like maybe 2 minutes long, and for fans in that country, like for fans that affects, that's a good thing. That's them taking time out of the day to not do a social media post and include in this presentation. We hear you. So, is this the Galaxy Corp logo? I think it is. I think, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna Pokemon Legends Arceus. Galaxy Team. Galaxy Team. No. No, yeah, the Galaxy Team logo. Okay, no. What am I thinking? What am I thinking of? People, or some of you were saying it's the logo from Sun and Moon. Pokemon Sun and Moon Aether Foundation logo. Nope, not the same logo. Why is this so familiar? Like, I know I've seen that before. I can't place what. I can't place what it's from. Regardless, it looks really good, honestly. Like, visually, the things you could do. I think they did a good job conveying here in the gameplay
In Lumio City,
just
the
how
largest
big
city in the Kalos region.
the city is
Prism
now.
Tower stands
Like,
tall.
yes, it was big in X and Y, but like, your player size running around this whole city, it's pretty big. Is it from X and Y? Maybe. Hold on. Pokemon XY. Let's go with Team Flare. I don't think it's a Team Flare logo. Yeah, no. That's like a flame. Pokemon fans, help me out here. What is the logo from? I'm sure someone on social media has already pointed it out, but I'm not actively checking that. Someone help me out. What is this logo from? Because it's so familiar. I know we've seen that somewhere. What did they say the name of this was?
And its inhabitants.
What did they say that it was?
Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumios, you'll meet the
New
hotel
friend.
where you'll be
Okay, he runs the hotel. He's still freakishly tall. His hair still goes all the way down his back to the point where it looks like he has a tail.
staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumios'
The fact that we're getting more with AZ and Floette is great.
development is being managed by Quasartico Inc.
Quasartico.
Become acquainted with the company's CEO.
Quasartico. Jet and Vinny. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. But maybe that's because in recent years, Pokemon's been doing that whole thing of, like, we don't exactly have evil teams. We have teams that are good, but oh ho ho, turns out they actually are bad. Maybe that's why I don't trust them. I'm being led to think that based on how they've handled these in the past. But if this is the company leading this urban redevelopment plan for Lumia City, it makes me wonder if there might be like some ulterior motive to why they're doing it, right? Like, obviously there's going to be some sort of story to this. Obviously, like every other Pokemon game, there's someone, at least one person, that's evil, that wants to use a legendary Pokemon for nefarious deeds that you have to stop. God, why is that logo so familiar? That's really gonna bug me. I really quickly check social media and see someone's figured it out, because if so, I want to talk about it. I'm curious, how do you guys feel about the fact that we're largely exploring a city here? Because the initial takeaway I'm seeing on social media is people are disappointed. I'm seeing people are disappointed that instead of exploring a big vast world, you're just exploring the city. And I don't agree with that, personally. I think it's actually really exciting because it lets us see just how much they can do in this space to also make it feel huge and vast and have so much going on here. Like, I don't think it's a problem, personally. But I'm curious how you guys feel. But yeah, this is basically a sequel to Pokemon X and Y, and that's so cool.
The Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumio City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city.
You think the city is more bigger and feels more big compared to X and Y in the 3DS? 100%. 100%. You like it as long as it feels big. Don't know why people didn't already expect this, given what it previously said. Didn't we already know it was just a city since last? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But people were still holding out hope. Oh, no. Maybe just the main stories in the city, but we can still explore the rest of the region. Or people were coping, basically. But, like... No, we know.
These Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know.
Hold on. Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig. Why is it 2 from Gen 2 and 1 from Gen 5? That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. You're not gonna have, like, each starter comes from a different gen? That's curious. That's curious. Okay. But no, I think that I think they're really showing, like, the city's big enough. Like, this is basically like letting a player loose around New York City. In, like, Pokemon Go. Like, this is like basically giving someone Pokemon Go and say, have fun, go around the whole city. Like, you're now going around Paris. You're going around Lumia City. Like, I think this is okay.
Which will become your first partner.
I think the immediate negativity around this is...
You'll choose one of these Pokemon.
Well, I can't say it's baffling, because nowadays I think Pokemon and its community is very similar to Sonic in its community. There's always going to be Debbie Downers, and there's always going to be people that are 90% of the time unhappy. This is terrible. I was never going to like this. It's awful. Why would you do this to me? Terrible games. And then there's people that are just like, oh my god, Pokemon? Game of the year. You see that a lot with Sonic, just saying. And I think Pokemon's become that. Maybe it's always been that, but...
Development is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary Vinny. The different
Wait. Can I talk about AZ really quick? Is he got, like...
Jet and her secretary Vinny.
Yeah, look at the fact that he's so tall, he's wearing, like, multiple outfits. Like, his pants have to be, like, stitched and sewn together to be long enough for his legs. Also, his tie, his bow tie reminds me of Zygarde. Should have been Trico or Mudkip instead. Yeah, like, it... Okay, hear me out. None of these Pokemon have Mega Evolutions. Yet? Like... So, obviously, Cyndaquil isn't here because Cyndaquil was in Legends Arceus. But it's weird that they went with the Gen 2, the other... 2 from Gen 2 and then 1 from Gen 5. But in a game where they're reintroducing Mega Evolutions, it's a little weird that the starters aren't Mega Evolved Pokemon. Unless they're giving Mega Evolutions to these 3 Pokemon. Which would be pretty cool, just saying. I have to imagine there will be a way to get every Mega Evolution Pokemon in this game. It'd be weird to bring back Megas and exclude some, in my opinion. So I have to imagine the other starters that can all Mega Evolve, they'll be here. They'll be here. It won't be any better graphically, but in terms of depth of the world area, it will be an improvement. I do think the game looks a bit better. I do think the game, like, graphically looks a little bit better than the original Legends and Scarlet Violet. I wouldn't say it looks like an incredible, like, this has to be Switch 2 or anything like that. But I do think it looks a little bit nicer. I do think it looks a little bit nicer.
And her secretary Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer.
Yeah, so the
Help
wild,
people and Pokemon
these wild
coexist.
areas.
The city has
Wild
set up
zones,
wild
sorry.
zones. These areas, located throughout Lumiose,
So the fact that they're
provide
numbered.
Pokemon habitats where they can thrive.
They're numbered, like 1 through 8. So, are these like... it feels weird, like Wild Zone 1. That feels weird, and that kind of makes me think of, like, gyms. Like,
To catch one of
I don't
these
know.
Pokemon,
I don't know.
aim carefully,
That's
then
kind of
throw a
curious.
Pokeball.
Makes me wonder if there's something to it.
If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch.
Regardless,
This game
I
offers
do
the
really think
style
this
of
looks
Pokemon
good. I
battle
think this
not
looks
seen
good.
in
I'm
previous titles.
not as negative on this as more
Moves
people
can
on the
have a
internet
longer
seem to
or
be.
shorter reach, or
I
different
definitely
areas of
think
effect.
they're cooking
So
something
choose
good
your
here.
timing and positioning
And
carefully to gain the upper hand.
I gotta be real, I'm happy it doesn't just
Lead your
look
partner
like
Pokemon in
here's
battle
Pokemon
and
Legends
dodge
Arceus,
incoming
but in a
attacks.
different setting.
Swap
Because
Pokemon if you need to and find the right moment to
personally,
unleash a move.
I think that would have been disappointing.
What's more,
If it was
certain Pokemon
basically
can go
the same
beyond
game, but
evolution,
the setting and the
undergoing
characters are a little bit
Mega
different.
Evolution.
I like that they're doing enough to make this
When a
feel
trainer's key set
super
resonates with
distinct
the
and
Mega
different
Stone
from
or
that.
other Pokemon,
Like the
Pokemon will
general
do more than
gameplay
just
mechanics
demonstrate.
are still there. That
It'll unlock
gave
a
Legends
new
its
level of
identity,
power, turning
but
the tide of battle in its favor.
I think they're doing something really cool here.
As Lumiose continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you.
I think they're doing something really cool here.
Pokemon Legends ZA. Coming late 2025.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Later this year means it'll be quite some time before we get more, but whenever we do, it'll be good. This is our big Pokemon game for this year, and whether people are excited for it or disappointed by it, I think most people are going to end up getting it anyway, and then we'll see some naysayers backtracking upon playing it, being like, okay, wait, actually, this game kind of rips. Like, actually, hold on, this game's pretty goated. I think we're going to see a lot of that. But I think mainly, it looks like fun. It looks entertaining. I think it's going to be a good time. And I'm really looking forward to this. But I think with that, that's going to do it for this stream. We've been live for a bit, about an hour. And had a lot to say on Legends Z to A and Champions. I'm really looking forward to what they announced today. I'm glad they did not blow things out of the water with like, here's like 5 brand new games. I'm glad they didn't steal the thunder from ZA with like, here's like a new black and white game, or here's a new Let's Go. Like, they didn't steal the thunder from this game. They gave it the attention, and I'm very happy about that. Because it needed it. It really needed it. I think the biggest downfall to Pokemon Legends Arceus is the fact that it was constantly promoted alongside Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I know that's because it was Gen 4 alongside those games, but a month after Legends Arceus came out, they immediately moved on to Scarlet Violet and like never looked back. So that game didn't really get its proper time to breathe. I'm really happy that it looks like Pokemon's focus for this year is ZA and just ZA. And I'm looking forward to that. Alright. Well, everybody, this was great. I hope you guys enjoyed the Pokemon Presents as much as I did. I might do some sort of video to take a closer look at these. I haven't decided yet. I'll see if I find it worth it or if I want to do any sort of little analysis. There was a lot of little gameplay in here, so I may not do a full-on analysis style video. I may do something else if I do, but I'm not making any promises on it. We'll see. I wanted to at least do this, and if I make any other content, then great, but I'm not expecting to, so we'll see. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, when we actually get more info and the game gets closer, I will be doing more content on Pokemon Legends. I love Pokemon, so I'd be happy to cover it here on my channel and do more with it. So if you enjoy the stream, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe for plenty more gaming goodness from me including more on Pokemon when this game gets closer. So until next time, farewell everyone, and have a good rest of your Thursday.